Hello, how you doing? Um, I hope you're doing great in these most rarefied times, and it's a rare moment here also because I have some neighbor doing some work. It's kind of noisy, but I wanted to share with you this little synchronic moment or synchronic event today. Um, I'm tight with time. Funny thing because situations here for synchronizing the use of the Wi-Fi connection. I only have a few minutes, but I wanted to share with you uh, this amazing synchronicity of today. Um, Today is both Raul, whose birthday 62nd birthday. He's not in his earth to celebrate it, but anyway, it's been 72 years since he was born. And Jose Arguello's galactic signature, uh, he was blue spectral monkey. And yeah, they both left this plane about 9 years ago. By 11 days apart from each other on 2012, and both of them were monkey in the dream spell, and both of them were known as closers of the cycle and left amazing systems of knowledge behind for us to learn and to share. And I made a full presentation about it that you can watch on my YouTube channel. And so here we are today. We are on Limi 6 on the planetary moon of the year of White Magnetic Wizard, and we are on the 37th heptad of the year. That's how we call a week, and we are on the 6th day of the 10th moon. This is the 10 in galactic notation, planetary moon. And as you see, it's April 9, which is the birth of Raoul Hu and King 11. Jose Arguelles was blue spectral monkey. So this is a great synchronicity for today we have, because both messengers of these twin systems, as I'd like to call them, and these closers of the cycle are their path are it's being synchronized in this very day. And yeah, today is blue spectral monkey on the way spell of the dragon, and it's this is the blue monkey, and it's guided by its own power doubled, and this is the spectral tone, which is 11. So the poem, the poem from the dream spell for the blue spectral monkey says, I dissolve in order to play, releasing illusion. I dissolve in order to play, releasing illusion. I seal the process of magic with the spectral tone of liberation, and I am guided by my own power doubled. The analog power is the star, art and beauty and elegance. And the antipode power is the dragon. Every spectral tone has as an antipode the purpose of the wave spell that it's in. So the dragon is the challenge for today, giving birth to the new. And yeah, maybe that's why I found such a challenging moment to do this transmission. But anyway, I have to do it twice today because I have to do another in Spanish. But I wanted to share this with this group, because I think this is an important day today for us in this research and this experience of joining these systems. Okay, and the hidden power, the occult power of in the fifth force oracle of the blue spectral monkey is white electric dog, which is the power of the heart and loyalty, unconditional love. Okay, so there are a few curiosities I wanted to share with you on this day. You see, Rauruhu on the dream spell was a blue self-existent monkey, which is tone 4. Okay, tone 4 is about measuring, it's about defining the form, and it's on this side of the Tolkien. And Jose Arguelles was a blue spectral monkey on the left side of the Tolkien, and spectral tone is about liberation and releasing and dissolving. Okay, but both of them were monkeys and very close to each other in a very interesting way. And we are here on the harmonic, on the third harmonic in the Tzolk'in, coded by the 44th hexagram, which is coming to meet. Okay, and this harmonic reads crystal process, formulate the free will of cooperation. And what's interesting is when you see that if you take the day before, and you know, in the dream spell, the fifth force oracles, if you take it for a day, it starts at dawn with the analog power. From midnight to dawn, it's the influence of the analog power, and from dawn to noon, it's the influence of the guide power, and from noon to afternoon, and when the night's starting to come, it's the antipode, and from there to midnight, the influence is from the occult power. So when you take the day before, like yesterday, the white planetary dog, the occult power was blue self-existent monkey, and today it enters to the blue spectral monkey with the analog watch of the star. Okay, it's directly connected, the blue self-existent monkey to the blue spectral monkey. And the same happens when you go on the wave spell of the star and you have the blue self-existent monkey. The day before is white electric dog. And if you do it again, you go from the analog to the guide to the occult power, and the last watch of the day, when you have the blue spectral monkey as the occult power of the white electric dog, then it enters at midnight to the blue self-existent monkey. So these two kin are so tied to each other, but it appears that they are, you know, on each side of the Tolkien. So that's a very, very interesting thing to see. And the tones you see here, 3, 4, 10, 11, what do they tell you? You know, they are a sequence that we see all the time in the Tolkien. It's here, 3, 10, 4, 11, 3, 10, 4, 11, 3, 10, 4, 11 are next to each other in the line of every seal in the tones, and they mark what we see here, the galactic stations. Galactic stations are a way to read the Tolkien divided into 4 cycles of 65 kin each. If you take 65 times, 4 times 65, it equals 260. So the kin in the polar family, which are the serpent, the dog, the eagle, and the sun, are those, you see there is a little diamond here. That's the sign that marks the points where these galactic stations turn. It's like analog to, you know, in the wave spell, you have tones 1, 5, 9, and 13, which is the pulsar of time in a wave spell, and it's when the wave spell turns, the entry, like the magnetic tone, the overtone tower, it's the 5th tone, the solar tower, which is the 9th tone, and the cosmic gateway. And the same happens here with galactic stations. And you have, you know, one galactic station is comprised of 65 kin. So you have 13 cycles of 5 days, you know, 13 times 5 equals 65. So you can put that into a wave spell as well. And you get, you know, if we get these galactic stations we're in, you know, it started here, and you have the first chromatic. A chromatic is 5 kin, so you have 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and we started the 5th chromatic here on Planetary Dog. Okay, so it's like the overtone for the white galactic spectrum or white galactic station of love. Okay, and also I wanted to share with you another thing about the pulsar code. We've seen in previous transmission about the if you haven't watched it, you should, because there's some juicy information there. But you have, you know, the different pulsars, you know, pulsars that are coded in the color of the seals on the wave spool. But this is an overtone pulsar. Overtone pulsar, it's when you connect dots, like 1 dot here, a line and 1 dot here, and 2 lines and 1 dot here. This is called a pulsar because the resonance of the tones are connecting 3 different dimensions. You know, the first tone, it belongs to the 4th dimension of time, and the 6th tone, it belongs to the 1st dimension of life, and the spectral tone, it belongs to the 2nd dimension of senses. So this overtone pulsar, you know, it's called time, life, senses pulsar, overtone pulsar. And you can see that on the wave spell, where you have the purpose of the wave spell, which is the dragon, which is nurture birth. And that's the dimension of time, and it's connected to the dimension of life here as the world bridger equals death, and it's released through this 2nd dimension of senses through the spectral monkey, you know. So time, life, senses, and this is how dimensions are connected to each other. So this is how the information of time comes into life and through the senses. Okay, and also, well, we have the 2nd dimension of the senses pulsar, which is, you know, the blue, and it's connected through this line here. It's blue electric night to blue resonant hand to blue spectral monkey. It's the blue root rays transforming the 2nd dimension of senses. I'm kind of speeding up today, I'm sorry, but you know, I have to. And yeah, we're gonna send a pulse, you know, to this zone in the planet in Belatropa 24.3. You know, this is the whole of the planet, and today it's the blue monkey, so we're sending a pulse of healing and yeah, wait a second. We're sending a pulse of healing and to this zone in North America and Mexico, and pulse of consciousness. And yeah, you know, Mexico, United States, part of Canada, send a pulse there, you know, of dissolve all diseases and yeah, heal. All right, and also with the cardinal family and the blue root rays, etc. And we also, you know, we are activating in the left hand, this finger. I'm not sure how you call it, don't remember my English classes. And also it's Venus, you know, the monkey and the star are coding planet Venus. Is this finger on our human olons, and is this area on the earth. And this is the rate chart for today. And I'm gonna read this line where is the sun now. It's on 51.6. Gate 51, it's the arousing, the ability to respond to disorder and shock through recognition and adaptation. And the line is called separation, and the sun is exalted, and it says, in times of crisis, when all those around are confused and in disorder, the ability not to succumb to the panic, but to have the will and vitality to survive it alone. the power of the ego to meet challenges alone, most related to the times we're going through, right? And funny thing, the moon is right going through gate 44 coming to meet, which is coding the harmonic for today, line 6. And yeah, that's what Rai used to call the fool on the hill. You know, someone watching from the terrace. And now I'm in a terrace, I have to say. But yeah, you can see it from here. But yeah, I am. So yeah, this is something that I wanted to share with you, and let's put this pulse of peace and art and culture into this image of this little coronavirus that yeah, let's make peace contagious, let's make art contagious. And yeah, I hope all of these process brings, you know, a better world. So that's where I want to put my energy, you know, the world we want to create, not the world that we fear. So I think it's very important that, you know, we put the energy on the right direction for us. And okay, just remember on magnetic 9, there is a worldwide meditation changing timelines. You can read more about it on this site, livingtimescience.com. And that's it for today. Yeah, all compressed, all quick and intense, interesting, and funny, like a monkey will do. All right. Sending you lots of love from Argentina. I'm Adrian, Red Galactic Earth, and this is a synchronic event for today, putting a pulse of peace and art through culture on the planet, and a rainbow bridge for us all. All right. Thank you and stay well. Bye for now.